gamers alike out there, and welcome back for another episode of my Utah home trip, right here exclusively only in Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. And this is our finale! So I am going to be on my own. Well, not on my own. I'm going to be on my way with my parents back to Southwest Idaho. And you know what? Yes, I do make mistakes. I'm trying not to blabber. I'm trying not to get confused. I mean, no, I don't have dyslexia. I just my mind gets absent-minded in times because I think of something else. I mean, clearly when you're thinking of you want to go home, or do you want to go somewhere, or do you want to go to a national park, or do you want to go to the amusement park, that kind of stuff. And that's how it is. And now I'm going to be on the road to the journey back home to Southwest Idaho. And you know what? I am going there, so you know where. But anyways, it is time. I'm already packed up. I am going, and no one can stop me now, for I am main event Leo Wolverine, who likes to yeet in the commentary, yeet in the chat, yeet on the video premiere, yeet on the live stream. I would love to yeet day and night, in and out. But when it comes to me, is that nothing's for sure. But you know what? I am ready to go back, and I know I'm gonna miss this place. I'm gonna come back here again. It's not the end. It is just a new beginning for me and my family here, and also for you guys as well. So anyways, I'm going to do a little time skip while me and my family travel along the freeway, a straight shot up to Idaho, starting from where I began, from it began there, and where I'm going to end there. So by the power invested in me, we are going to time skip right now. So, time skip! I'll see you guys on the road! Hi there, viewers and gamers alike out there, and guess what? I am traveling back to Idaho with my parents here, so guess what? We are back in northern Utah, and you can see is the Wasatch Mountain Range with the snowy caps. Begins in northern Utah all the way to southern Utah. So yes, it does stretch like the Rocky Mountains. So I'll tell you this, I'll give you a hint, it's the zip line. If you want to know, going from Tremonton to Santikene, well, from Santikene to Tremonton, there it is. So not too far from within the Wasatch Mountain Range is Park City, Utah. And also, once again, home of Salt Lake 2002 of the Olympic Winter Games. When it comes to, luge, skeleton, and bobsledding, plus skiing, ice skating, indoors or outdoors, and also ice hockey. Got it. Also, I forgot to mention snowboarding. Electrical substation. Not too far from me is Provo, Utah. Arborist, which is fine. It has something to do with trees. And yes, with palm trees, and I'll give you that. Look at that, a sign that says Denny's. And more of the semi-trucks along the way. Yes, I don't mind being blocked. Penogos is just around the corner. Also, as I remember, American Fork High School was one of the top marching high school bands in the U.S. state of Utah. That was back in the 2000s. They are still the tops here in the state of Utah when it comes to marching band. Pretty good, as I remember, American Fork High School. This reminds me of the top schools from Washington and Oregon, and that would be Grants Pass, Southridge, Spokane Valley, I see a couple of helicopters right there. I can zoom in. Yep, there it is. Helicopters. I wonder if that's the news crew or something. But your guess is as good as mine. There it is. Yep, there they go. Just absolutely spectacular. Of the Wasatch Mountain Range. You're saying, have you seen Mountain Penogos? I bet you saw it already. Because who knows? Here today, here tomorrow. I've heard of here today, gone tomorrow, but it's new. Actually getting close to Provo, Utah. Also, not to mention when it comes to American Fork, Utah, there's like the next two big cities besides Sandy, Utah, and that would be Orem and Provo. And right next to it is Utah Lake. Freshwater, not salt water. That would be the Great Salt Lake, which is salty. Utah Lake is not salty, it's freshwater. And then you right next to the Great Salt Lake, you have the Great Salt Flats. Yes, everything like flat, like flatlands, salt flats, all salt. Look at that. Utah Food Bank is what I saw. I did mention Mountain Penogos is just around the corner. IHOP and Arby's. First you see the canyon walls. That's Zion National Park, and right next to it, and now you see the Wasatch Mountain Range once again. I might do more of the recording when it comes to Salt Lake City. I mean, do you want to see the skyscrapers like such as Salt Lake City? I could, but it's just like right around the corner. Like I'm coming around the mountain when we come. Not when she comes, but when we come, as in my folks and I. And everything around here is just big. I think you might be able to see. And look at that. When it comes to rock climbing, I would say, yeah. When it comes to snowboarding, try Park City, Utah over there. I mean, they do a lot there. It's like they have ski resorts there. We're getting close to Provo, Utah. It's a semi-truck with no cargo. I'm not failing here. I'm not failing. See houses from a distance. And I'm going to see more snow in the Wasatch Mountain Range. Got Big 12 conference schools, a Mountain West Conference school, a Western Athletic Conference school. Now that's something to look upon. Right next to me is I think that's a wetland over there. It's gotta be a wetland. And also, welcome to Provo, Utah. You see that snowy cap mountain there, right over there? Rocky Mountain University, right over there. That is something to look upon in that mountain range, whether it's the skyline or not. You're gonna say, do they have Nordstrom in the zip line? Yes. Besides Target and a movie theater, so yes. I can see Provo from a distance of the downtown area itself right over there. And I'm blocked by the sound barrier wall. You see right there, that's the wall there. The only way to go and check out the other side is to exit out of the freeway. Also, there's more snowy cap mountains on both sides, since I'm in the freeway and all that. But anyways, I think I'm going to time skip right now. So by the power invested in me until we get to Salt Lake City, I'm going to time skip. Yes. And I'm back again. So guess what? I'm in the outskirts of Salt Lake City. And I'm not too far from the city itself of downtown. So yes. I just began from, well, out of Orem and now around the mountain, and now I'm in the outskirts of Salt Lake City, Utah itself. Look at that, the Halo Center Theater. Yeah. Mountain America Performing Arts Center. I'm guessing this is where I'm going to find the professional teams of Major League Soccer, the NBA, and the National Hockey League, which are great sporting teams. And no, Utah does not have a Major League Baseball team. That's right next door, and that would be the Colorado Rockies. But also coming soon when it comes to Nevada, from the Oakland Athletics, we're coming into Las Vegas. And look at that, America First Field, which would be home of the Real Salt Lake Major League Soccer team. Not too far from it is the Utah Jazz of the NBA. But that's all I'm going to say. I'm seeing loft houses or apartment homes. Looks more like lofts than apartments, but that's just me. Yes, there's a lot of buildings and then a sound barrier right there. Like I said, I'm in Salt Lake City. I still see the Wasatch Mountain Range. You can see it from there. It's big. Now I'm being blocked by a semi-truck. And I can't see a thing, and there's not a thing I can do about it. Not a thing. See a lot more truck drivers for driving semi-trucks on freeways. Why? Because they travel. One big mountain range that stretches up north to the south. By the way, I forgot to mention this. I forgot to mention this to you. I'm about mentioning about Pink Box Donuts, and I thought there was only usually in southern Nevada and only one in southwestern Utah. So there is one in northern Utah. I'm like, what? So I was lied to. They're building a secret location around here. Which I'll explain more of the details later on. But right now, it's Salt Lake City. Oh, I'm just so, yeah, well, you know, I'm surprisingly shocked. Oh, Sunwest, Murray and Kearns, not Kearns, Kearns. I think it's Kearns or Kearns. I'm trying to say the city name called Kearney, Nebraska, but no. Hey, I'm just saying that out loud. How would that work out for me, huh? Cache Valley. Well, I see some skyscraper buildings. I'm not in the downtown Salt Lake City, you know, but I'm getting close. I can see the downtown area just from a distance. I mean, you'll see it momentarily. Intermountain Health Medical Center. That's a hospital, yeah. I can tell over there because I read the sign. You see how the freeway is expand from 2 lanes to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 lanes. And sooner or later, won't there be that as many lanes when you're not into like a bigger city? That's how it works. More snowy caps on the Wasatch Mountain Range. Flower patch. Indoors. Good guys? Right. That's a signboard. yes. Plenty of gas stations when it comes to bigger cities around here, not to mention hotels and all that. And some industrial buildings, how they make gravel, cement, Look at that. Oh, I can see it from here. More from what I'm looking at, and yes, across around here. I know there's skyscrapers over there. That's right. Well, actually, that's the University of Utah from a distance of behind that sound barrier. And now here comes the semi-truck, where I'm gonna get blocked again. Man, it stinks. And no, not the smell. And now I can see. That's a transportation vehicle. I think I rode on a transportation vehicle while I was in the airport and out, so I'm familiar with it. I think my mom as well too. And yeah, freeways here that spur around a city and spur into a city, or actually going around a city and spur into a city. So yes, Interstate 80, a freeway that's famous from San Francisco all the way to the East Coast. I'm gonna say, I know I'm gonna wing this, New York City. Sam's Club. Yeah, there's a Sam's Club here. There's no Sam's Club in Southwest Utah, but there is a Costco store, but it's kind of like a zoo there full of people. I told you get to see downtown Salt Lake, not to mention the University of Utah from where I've been to, and their school campus is huge. And my mom likes that bakery in that one place in that university campus, and along with the food, and she likes it, and so do I. It was pretty good. It was really good. And there is the downtown area itself of Salt Lake City. That's the one. I wasn't able to look on the other side because I couldn't, but now I am. Is that incredible or what? There's the state capitol itself. Fear Factory. Kind of reminds me of the Haunted World. And that's a school bus. And there's the downtown area of itself right over there. Makes you wonder that you like to go visit the city itself. Besides the outskirts, I believe you can. check it out. The state capitol, downtown area, works. It's huge. Also home of Salt Lake Comic Con. Yeah, the gateway right there. But anyways, I'm going to enjoy around the zip line a little longer here. That's from Santakeen to Tremonton. So by the power invested in me, and besides that sound barrier wall that looks like the mountain range of the painting itself, I'm gonna time skip right now. So, time skip! Well, I hope you guys enjoyed the videos of my Utah home trip adventures. So, how about, well, you know, I thought I might do a little something that I've never done before. I mean, usually, when it comes to all of my Utah home trip videos or my Utah trip adventure, I would love to do a live stream after this. So, I will be doing a live stream, I would say possibly this week or this weekend when I have the time. So I am gonna say I will do a live stream this weekend. So yeah, and also I have something else to tell you. If you already know that for those that I mentioned on Discord, or for those who haven't paid any attention, flag football is back from what I'm doing, and it begins in the second week of March, and I'll be doing this on Wednesdays. So yes, I can hardly do this on a Wednesday, which I so like the most. And also, that is a plus side. However, there is a downside. I will not be able to do live streaming and or videos if I could do a video on my YouTube channel on a Wednesday, of course, because the thing is, well, I could. I'm not saying I can't. I could. I'm not saying I shouldn't, but I could. Unless if I have the time, because I have to leave a lot earlier when it comes to a Wednesday that begins and practices at 5:45 p.m. Mountain Time. So yes, I can hardly wait to start and doing this, and you know what? It's just absolutely incredible. Another fulfilled adventure, and also, get this. This is where the year counts. Not only a team has to win gold medal, but a player who is playing for that team needs to win a gold medal, but also have great sportsmanship to be randomly chosen to go to nationals in Minnesota in 2026, and it will be televised on ESPN. So yes, that is what I'm hoping for. And also, yeah, and also I'm seeing my sightseeing on my Utah home trip is like, I want to get a good load of northern Utah once again. And there it is, like starting off from the zip line from Tremonton to Santakeen. Tremonton to Santakeen. And then, yeah, like when I mean a zip line, it's like a bunch of cities lined up like in a zip line that's kind of connected to each other. So, yeah, I am familiar with that. And also, you might want to know, and also the famous amusement park is Lagoon, which I wanted to record, but I wasn't able to because I had to delete the video because of a phone call, which is at the wrong place at the wrong time. Just not what I had in mind when it comes to phone calls, and it's just completely, utterly ridiculous. I just didn't find it funny, and it was just downright trodden.
Can you believe it? It's just, come on, man. Why? I mean, if you've seen Lagoon by browsing on the search engine, you know what I'm talking about. It's an amusement park, kind of like Six Flags Fiesta Texas, or at Six Flags at Arlington, or the one that's somewhere around in southeastern part of Texas, like that, you know, Six Flags. And yes, it has its own water park inside the park itself, because I am familiar with it. Of course, Lagoon opens year-round, beginning somewhere in late March or the beginning of April to the end of the month of October. And there you go. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, as simple as pie. Like 3.14, like endless pie with 100 decimal points into that, or decimal numbers, whichever comes first. So there you go. I am also excited that, like I said, I will be doing a live stream of my Utah home trip post commentary live stream exclusively right here on Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. You guys would love to ask me any questions of what I saw, what I witnessed, and what I've seen, and not to mention Zion National Park, and it is absolutely fantastic. It's just wow. I'm just absolutely floored. It's just mind-blowing. But you know what? I'm never going to forget this. It is just the first time I went to a national park. Of course, I want to save much of the details later on. And that would be something else besides going to Mesquite, Nevada in the West Coast. So all of the entire state of Nevada in the West Coast in Pacific time, and I love it. I absolutely love every moment of it, of course. Yeah, and I will have to be doing the live stream because of my older sister's birthday. I'm still the oldest in my family, and my older sister, I mean, that she's the oldest of the entire siblings of sisters in my mom's side. So there you go. And yeah, it just went great. And to be honest, I absolutely enjoyed it. So like I said, I will savor some of the details. I'm not gonna explain it all, but I will sum it up when it comes to this. So yeah, it's just absolutely incredible. Taking a trip down going from a few months ago, and finally, yeah, that is something else entirely. And not to mention getting a good look at the side of things and all this and that. I'm just excited. I'm really excited to do the next part of my life. Am I still doing Special Olympics? Yes. I mean, it was a short season for floor hockey, and now flag football season is back again. It's going to be regionals and the state championships, and guess what? It's not a secret. It's not a fact. Well, it is a fact. It's a fact and a spoiler alert. There will be a live stream when it comes to, well, guess what? Regionals and the state championships of Special Olympics flag football. So Southwest Idaho for regionals of 2025, and not to mention the state championships of Special Olympics Idaho flag football 2025. In the springtime, and also in the late spring. Also, I'm going to go to the Gem State Comic Con this year, as well as going to Anime Idaho, and that's going to be a great opportunity for me to go there, and I can hardly wait. And yes, this is an exciting time, and I can make things happen. And you know, oh, this is just exciting. So yes, and I only got to say this. Woo! Yeah, I'm kind of like Sting in a way. Steve Borden, that is, but I'm no Steve Borden. I'm just me as Leo Wolverine. Main event Leo Wolverine, who likes to take chances, making mistakes, and getting messy, who likes peanut butter and chocolate in her breakfast for dinner, y'all. And you know what? This is just absolutely amazing. And also checking out the nature that God given us, or most like not given us. Well, he did. God's nature that he created. Nature of living things like the plant life, the animals, the birds and the bees and all that. Not to mention this. I mean, Christ Jesus himself was the one who was there from the beginning. He did all of it. I mean, what do you expect when it comes to Noah's Ark? Yeah. And you know what? When it comes to flag football, when I win, I praise him. If I lose, I praise him. Either way, I will give God the glory of my actions and my words. Whether it's playing a Special Olympics in Idaho, doing YouTube videos here in my YouTube channel, I always need to give God the glory. Even during my troubled times, I have to. Because that's not just a statement, that's a fact, and that is truth. Give honor and glory to God. And when when you admit you're a sinner, you are like me. When you're a Christian, you have to admit you are a sinner as well, because nobody's perfect. Even I'm not perfect. We're all messed up. For someone who is messed up, I know somebody like out there, you get like what it is. And when it comes to, how do I say this, who is my neighbor? I treat my neighbor like a friend, not as an enemy, of course. Usually it doesn't bode well when it comes to fellowship as a friend like that. So there you go. And then when it comes to being on social media, and when it comes to meeting them in person. And you know, I really actually enjoyed my trip to Utah once again. And so I have no idea what holds for me in 2025, but only God knows. Only Jesus Christ knows. Well, because this is a saying. Yesterday is history. Tomorrow's a mystery, but today is a gift. And the gift right now here is the present. I hope you guys enjoyed this video as much as I do. And I will see you guys on a live stream, which would be this weekend, if you like to know. So there you go. The weekend here, or not the weekend. Whichever comes first. Right here in Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. For I am main event Leo Wolverine, who likes to take chances, making mistakes, getting messy, who likes peanut butter and chocolate and her breakfast for dinner, because when it comes to me, is that nothing's for sure. Godspeed, play safe, and shalom. Remember to fight with honor, love, truth, and justice, and I'll see you guys on the live stream, whether it's the weekend or not, right here exclusively only in Leo's Let's Plays Alliance. Friendship is magic for everyone. And I got one more thing to say before I go. Yeet! Woo!